Hi everyone, so tonight is Pirates Night, so maybe it should be I've asked you swabs. I hope you are dressed up. Please post your pictures with adult permission. I do hope I'm not the only person dressed up. So tonight we are going to start by saying well done to everyone who has been joining me each week and doing the window challenges, and for sharing your photos. Everybody, Beavers, Cubs and Scouts, have earned their Community Impact Level 1 for this. All of your pictures, please send them to your leaders. You're more than welcome to say, because I said so. Next, a special mention for Bobby, one of my beavers. Bobby has taken it upon himself to start a collection for Food Bank. He has posted notes through neighbours' doors and has a box on his doorstep. His first delivery weighed in at a massive 110 kilos. He's going to keep the project going and attempt his level 2 community impact, so well done to Bobby. So now I'm going to take this off because it is going to be a lot easier for me to do the activities for tonight without it. So, as I said, tonight is Pirates Night. Arr. Let's start with what is a pirate. Pirates started mostly as government thieves. 500 or so years ago, if you wanted things like sugar, silk, or spices, or you needed to send money to another country, it wasn't done by plane or computer, it was sent by ship. These government thieves were called privateers and would travel around the trade route at sea, a bit like motorways on land. They would board the ships at sea, take control of them, and divert their cargo to the country that supported the privateer, and they flew that country's flag. These were changed to plain red or black flags as a warning to the ships to surrender just before the privateers boarded them. The flag of the countries that they flew were called false colours. When they swapped to their pirate flag, they showed their true colours, a phrase still used today for someone who turns out to be something different to what you thought they were. After a while, people thought, why not do this and keep the stuff for ourselves? We could be rich. Many still used flags from the countries they came from, but soon they wanted everybody to know about what they had taken, and each pirate captain had his own flag. A bit like our neckers, showing who we are and what group we represent. In one of my groups, we could call our neckers the Jolly Roger, which is the name of the pirate flag. So this is my necker here. As I say, one of my neckers. Because it was, the pirate flag was called the Jolly Rouge or Pretty Red, because pirate flags were red, say, just like my necker. We don't have pirate flags, pictures of any of the original pirate flags, because photos didn't exist, but we do have descriptions that we can use to try and recreate them. This is what some of them would have looked like. Okay, so we've got lots of different pirate flags here, and they've all got their names underneath, and I'll post the picture later. So each of them would have had a different meaning. So you've got a heart, that would have meant life. An hourglass, which is a timer with sand in, warned you that your time was short. As I say, I'll post a picture later and the explanation in case you're interested. Pirates made their own flags. They couldn't exactly go to a shop and say, hi, I'm Blackbeard, I want this design, because they would have been caught by the authorities and been in a lot of trouble. They made them on their ships themselves with what they had. One of the few old pirate flags that does still exist has buttonholes, which shows it was originally a piece of clothing. That's this one. I do apologise for the colour, but my printer decided it didn't want to print red. So this would have been a reddish brown, and the ones here would have been bright red. So, what I would like you to do is to make your own pirate flag. Make it say something about you. So here's mine. Okay, so mine is a beaver face with a crossed wooden spoon and paintbrush. A beaver because I'm a beaver leader. a wooden spoon because I like cooking, a paintbrush because I like art, and yellow because for sunshine. Gotta love it being bright. So I'm going to quickly finish off painting his nose. It can mean and say anything about you. So if you like reading books, you can have a book. If you've got a favourite animal, a dog, if you've got a pet dog, maybe you can do a drawing of your dog. If your favourite colour is red or green, you can maybe put the background of your flag that colour. So make sure it says something about you, okay? And I'll post a picture of my flag as well and the meanings behind it on Goth Beaver Leader Star on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, where this video will be posted. Okay, so there's his nose. And the last thing he needs, 2 dots just for his eyes. There we go. So he is now ready and finished. So there we go. That's my pirate flag. So there are lots of stories about pirates, some true, some not. If you've watched Pirates of the Caribbean, they take bits from lots of different stories to make the films. We do know some things are true, like there were girl pirates, and some were very successful. We know that Blackbeard was a real pirate called Edward Teach, and he would put light tapers in his beard to make him look more fierce in his fights. So this one here is Blackbeard's flag. Okay, so Blackbeard was the captain, and that is the flag he would fly on his ship. We also know pirates did have their own set of rules, a pirate's code. It set down rules for what shares everybody got from their looting. Looting is basically what they stole. Okay, it meant you could be punished for not doing your work, or as the captain told you, or if you stole. One popular punishment was to be marooned. That means left on an island on your own with maybe a bottle of water and a pistol. Pistol is a type of gun. We also know that pirates were actually very fair to other pirates. If a pirate was injured in a fight, they were paid compensation for their injuries by their captain. Pirates were sailors in a time when boats were driven by the wind with sails and lots of ropes to control them. All pirates were first sailors and knew how to tie knots. I'm going to show you a simple knot that they would have used. So I've got 2 different coloured pieces of string. Okay, and the knot I'm going to show you is a sheet bend. Yes, that is sheet, as in something you'd have on your bed, not a sheep. So I will post these on the Facebook page as well. Okay, just a step by step on how to do them. So I'm going to take my green piece of rope and I'm going to literally make a bend. So here is my bend. My second piece of rope will go through my bend like this. Okay, and then you wrap it round and post it back under your first piece where you've taken it through, your white cord that I done. So there is your single sheet bend. Okay. So this would have been really very important knot for them, for sailors, because imagine you're in the middle of the sea, the ocean, and a rope snaps. What are you going to do? You can't exactly go, hang on a minute, I've got to run to the shops and get some more. You can't. You could be thousands and thousands of miles away. Or at least hundreds anyway. So they had to use what they'd got. Okay. So my 2 bits are different types of rope, slightly different thicknesses, because this knot, doesn't matter what 2 pieces of rope or string you put together, this knot will still work. Okay. So that was your single. This is now your double that I'll show you. And it is pretty much exactly the same. You just take it round twice. So this is my green piece of rope. Make your bend. White piece goes again through your bend, round. And again, you still tuck it back through. So it looks like this. But before you pull it tight, you're going to just take it round again. So it looks like this. And what you're going to do, okay, you pull these 2 bits, the 2 long bits, okay, and there is your double. Okay, now you can pull this as tight as you like. That's not coming undone. Okay, but now I'm going to show you a 3rd knot. It is still a sheep bend, but this one would have a very quick release. So as you can see, this one is difficult to untie. Okay, but it will eventually become untied. But this one that I'm going to show you now is called a slipped sheet bend. Okay, again, it is very simple, just like the single sheep bend, just with a tiny difference at the end. So again, green rope, make my bend, post it through, take it round. But now, instead of just posting this end through, I'm going to make a little loop and post that through under the original first white piece. Okay, and again, I'm going to pull the 2 longer bits. Okay, nice and tight. Now I can still pull this nice and tight, and it doesn't come undone, these 2 bits. Okay, so here we go. That's not coming undone unless I pull this one. So imagine you're on your ship and you need to loosen your sail extremely quickly. Having that knot, the slipped sheet bend, would make doing that and adjusting your sail nice and easy, very quick. Okay, please feel free to pause whenever and you can rewatch, but I will post these all 3, the single, the double and the slipped, on the Facebook and Instagram page.
Always helps
for you
if you
to
try and
follow.
learn it with 2 different colours.
Okay, so having the 2 colours does make it a lot easier for you to learn it, but once you've learnt it, it stays there. Okay, so I have a pirate map and some clues that I will post, and what I want you to do is to post the answers. So here's my map. Okay, down the side of the map you have the key. It tells you what things are. So I'm going to quickly explain what some of the things on the map are. Okay, so
swatch one with that marks on.
we'll go from this one because that one I put red crosses on. Okay, so you've got your key down the side. So you've got your compass in the top corner, which tells you which way to go. So you've got north, east, south and west. Easiest way that I learned how to remember it is never eat shredded wheat. Okay? But also, in between north, east, south and west, you have kind of a halfway point. So in between north and east, you've got northeast. East and south, you've got southeast. South and west, again, southwest. west and north, you've got northwest. Okay? So, these lines here, which are greyer than the rest of them, okay, they are called contour lines. And basically, they show that there's a hill there, okay? So this is what they'd look like. This is what they look like from an aerial view. So the closer they are together, the steeper the hill, okay? So if you tried to climb this, that would be very difficult. Climbing from this side would be fairly easy because the further they are apart, the gentler the slope would be, okay? So that is it on a map from the bird's eye view. This is what they call a profile view. It's basically from the side, okay? So as you can see, that would be very steep. So if we straighten this out, this bit here, the close together, is this side. The looser ones are the gentle slope, okay? So again, going back to our map, if you need a grid reference, okay, you would go along the bottom, then up the side. So as I learnt it when I was a beaver, you go along the corridor, then up the stairs, okay? Along the corridor, then up the stairs. So you can do a bit of map reading and comment, send me the location of your treasure. And this goes towards your navigator's badge. Okay, so I'll post all of the clues and I'll post the picture of the map. Our final activity for tonight, this is the idea that started this whole evening plan. And it was Bethan who came up with it. Bethan is a leader I work with who's great at ideas but not nuts enough to do videos like this. So we're going to do messages in bottles. We are not going to throw them in the sea or the river. That's littering, and we do not want to be litter bugs. We also will not be putting SOS messages in them because SOS stands basically for help, or it's a distress signal. And we do not want to be sending distress signals. So first of all, we need to find a bottle. Wash it because we don't want it to be sugary or anything on the inside, and leave it to dry. Adults, please can you help with this bit? What I would like you to do is get a nice piece of paper and write a message, okay? Or draw a picture or anything that you think will maybe cheer someone up. Maybe a thank you message or maybe an I miss you message. Maybe there's a key worker or an everyday hero that lives near you or someone on their own who might be lonely and needs something to make them smile. Or maybe you can send it to a friend or someone in your family. If you're still at school, it might be the cleaner and you can do it for them. But it can be anyone that you choose. Once you've written your message, I want you to roll it up. Post it in the top of your bottle so it sticks out. We don't want to post it all the way in because then you won't be able to get it back out. Okay? So we roll it up. Doesn't matter if you roll it tighter than you need because it'll just spring back out to the sides of the bottle. Okay? So we want it a bit like that. Okay? So it can be pulled, the message can be pulled out. Your message can be totally anonymous, so it has no name on it, or if you know the person, you can say it's from you. Put the bottle on the person you have chosen's doorstep when you go for your daily walk, or get an adult to deliver it if it's maybe slightly further away. Or put it somewhere that person will find it. So if it's for your postman, put it on your doorstep, and you can write around where the label would be that it's for your postman. I'm sure it will make him smile or her smile. If you're not quarantining at the moment, you could do a note for someone who will come to your house. Maybe it's a note for the postman, as I said, or someone like that. You can leave it on your doorstep or put a label on it or under the bottle for who it's for. Let's keep spreading smiles. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's meeting and have a good week. I will see you all next Tuesday, when we will not be dressed up as pirates, but you will be needing a piece of cardboard and some colouring stuff. So I will see you all again next week, and see you then. Bye.